Salut, comment ça va? Welcome back, everybody, to the CF Montreal Career Mode, where we have taken the French-Canadian side from the MLS. We put them into the French League. Last season, we won our very first League One title, but we did get humbled in the Champions League quarter-final from PSG, who, just like in real life, did go on to win the tournament. So here we are now for round two, our second attempt at trying to become the first non-European team to win the UEFA Champions League. I have played a few league games in the background. I'm not going to show you the highlights of those, just because this season is mainly focused on the Champions League, and I am simming a few games here and there as well, just because I don't want this series to drag on forever. We're coming towards the end of the FC25 life cycle, so yeah, I said I'd focus on the main parts of the series, which of course this season is the Champions League. But as you can see here, we will be kicking off our UCL campaign up against Dynamo Kiev from the Ukraine. As well, before I show you the rest of the fixtures, you might tell that my voice sounds a little bit funny. I have a very, very sore throat, bit of a headache as well, not feeling great. So yeah, if I sound a bit more reserved in this episode, that's why. I apologise. But anyways, Kiev are our first opponent in the Champions League. If we scroll down here as well, you can see Borussia Mönchengladbach will be our first away game. Of course, that is the team that we signed Kone from. In October, we'll be kicking things off against Real Sociedad. They will be travelling to the Olympic Stadium in Quebec. I think that's our only fixture in October. Yes, it is. Then we go into November. It's a trip to Germany to take on RB Leipzig. And if we scroll down here as well, we also have a very, very tough away game against Liverpool. Anfield, never an easy place to go, especially in the Champions League. Then we have a trip to Bilbao to give me a bit of PTSD about the real-life Europa League final that we just saw. Yeah, I really could have done with not playing Bilbao in this save, but whatever. We will be playing them in December. I believe that's our only fixture then. Yes, it is. And then we wrap things up in January at home against Atalanta. And then we finish off against Manchester City, who we did beat at this stage of the competition last season. So hopefully history can repeat itself there. Before we get into the first game of the episode, lads, I need to show you something that is so bloody annoying about the game, but also it's just crazy to look at. So we obviously sold Maurice Rocket Richard in the last episode. He has now gone on to Arsenal. We got quite a pretty penny for him. But let's just say he's gotten off to an electric start at the Emirates Stadium. 96 rated. Maurice Richard, who I believe was 86 rated when we sold him, only in the last episode, has jumped up to a 96 rating at 22 years old. Honestly, it's so bloody infuriating when that happens in the game. You sell a player at, a good rating, but you sell them to bring in some better players or to improve the squad. And then look at this. 99 sprint speed, 99 long shots, 99 short pass, 99 crossing, 98 dribbling, 98 ball control. I'd love to say, oh, maybe we'll have to look at bringing him back. I don't think we'd be able to afford it. I would literally have to sell the entire squad. So Maurice Richard, despite it being a very frustrating player for us at times, has become probably at this stage the best player in the game after moving to Arsenal. Bloody typical. It may not be the most glamorous day here in Quebec. The rain is falling, but it is time for the first Champions League game of Season 4. Very, very excited for it, lads. And also, I am very excited to be returning to live streaming this coming Friday. I do have a player career mode coming up, Joe Turl Rising, that will be live streamed every Friday. So just as a reminder as well, the schedule of this show, or this series I should say, has slightly changed. So instead of every Friday, we will now do the third episode every Thursday. So just a little bit of a change there as the live streams come on Friday. Bloody hell, I hope my throat is better by then. Oh god, lads, it's not been a nice few days. I have been feeling miserable, but hopefully a good result here in the Champions League can make me feel a bit better. We have had to make a couple of changes. Konate and Kevin Owens both suspended. I remember Kevin Owens did get sent off against PSG, and Konate must have a suspension coming over from his time at Liverpool. So that is quite frustrating to not have them for this fixture. But listen, that's why I'm kind of glad it's against a team like Kiev. No offence to them, but if this was against a Real Madrid or a Liverpool or a PSG, well, it can't be PSG because we're in the same league as them, but you know what I mean. If it was against one of the big boys, I'd be a lot more worried. So Giga and Yusuf both come into the team. And Giga is getting run past here. But we are in the 27-28 season, and the winner of the Champions League that 20 years ago, I should say, Manchester United, did play Kiev en route to winning the tournament. So hopefully here, 20 years later, history can repeat itself. Not with United winning it, with, you know, the team winning it, beating Kiev. I've over-explained that, you get what I mean. But here is De Ketelaere on his Champions League debut for Montreal. What a start, what a finish. Maurice who? Rocket who? CDK, the new man on the block, scoring here in his first ever European fixture with his new club. Really, really good finish. Kiev, though, did get off to a bit of a lively start, but I wasn't worried one little bit. First chance of the game, and we put it into the back of the net, or the corner of the net at least. And CDK, that's what I've decided. It's GSP and CDK now as the two number 10s. It's just easier to say De Ketelaere for some reason. When I say it, it doesn't sound right. But what does look right is him in that jersey and scoring the opening goal of our Champions League campaign. Get in there. Tell you what, I will say, it's times like this though I kind of do miss the old format of the Champions League. I think when you play a couple of European campaigns, we definitely felt it in the Celtic career mode, a little bit with United as well. The league phase just feels like such a long, drawn-out process. Like, you can have the group stage wrapped up, the old format will say. That could be wrapped up within 3 or 4 games. And then you can just sim the last 2 and get onto the knockouts. Whereas here, you could be going into match day 8 and really not knowing where you're going to finish. Now, with that said, I think if we win the first 4 or 5 games, we'll be in a very good position, but still. It definitely makes it more competitive, but it makes it very, very long as well, I will say that. Here's GSP now into Fofana, who in the couple of games I played off camera, honestly, he feels really, really good on that left-hand side. A lot better than Antunes felt. Zaire Emery now with the shot. Another man looking to score on his Champions League debut here. But he did win the Champions League last season. So when I say debut, I obviously mean for Montreal. But he does win the corner here, which Kone will take. Headed away is GSP. Go on, have a go, George. Why not? Ooh. I tell you what, I think that might have been going in. Defender blocked it and they cleared away. Here's Chatelain. Over to Zaire Emery. And now Esteban Lepal. Oh, lovely. Zaire Emery does score on his Champions League debut for Montreal. 2-0 here against Kiev. I knew there was going to be a huge gulf in class in this game, but in the Champions League, sometimes teams can take you by surprise. But despite their lively start, Kiev, I think we really are showing the gap between the two teams here. Lovely left-footed finish there. Basically puts it into the same part of the net as CDK did, and Montreal have a 2-0 lead. Yeah, I feel like Kiev are going to struggle to get points in this league phase. I could definitely see them finishing in the bottom 2 or 3. And hopefully we'll be finishing at the complete opposite end of the table. Yusuf does really well to intercept there. I will say as well, though, about those 2 suspensions that we got from Owens and Kanate, it really does show the strength and depth we have now. To have an 81 rated, I think Yusuf is, and a 78, 79 rated Giga as backup players, I'm really, really happy with that. Of course, Lenny Yoro still in the team, now playing on that left-hand side, like he does in real life for Manchester United. Who I still can't believe, Brian Mbeumo, or Mbeumo, however you say it. We've had the worst season in Premier League history. We've lost the Europa League final, no European football, and yet a player who ripped us to shreds not too long ago for Brentford, who finished above us, who will definitely be garnering interest from the likes of Newcastle and Villa, who are in Europe, wants to join us. This is Manchester United we're talking about here. Oh, bloody hell. I got so carried away there that I forgot I was playing a game of FIFA and I misplaced the pass. Listen, no need to panic. Definitely feel very comfortable in our performance so far. But I tell you what, if Kiev pull one back, it would make things kind of interesting. But Kone, with the great interception there, of course he'll be coming up against his old club in the next game. Oh, it's a good ball to George St. Pierre. Oh, it's a good save by the keeper. That could have been game, set and match there as the halftime whistle blew, but the keeper was equal to it. 2-0 up here at halftime. It's been relatively comfortable. Kiev, despite getting off to a decent enough start, haven't really done too much to trouble us. And we are 45 minutes away from sealing a victory here on match day 1. Well, I tell you what, I got so excited to kick off the second half, I forgot to hit record. But we are, after kicking off this second 45 here, 2-0 up, 2 European debut goals. And hopefully there's a few more where that came from. I'd like to get a nice comfortable win here on the opening day. But here's Guerrero now. Bet he likes to lie, cheat and steal. Ball goes out for a goal kick. I thought that was going to be a corner there for a sec. But the goal kick is given, which Sami Zayn will take. And pass it out to Yusuf. Here's Yoro now into Kone. Again, lads, I apologise if I'm having to pause an awful lot when I'm speaking. My throat is absolutely killing me. And I am mindful of that live stream on Friday. I don't want anything to interfere with that, so that's why I'm only going to speak when I really need to. Here's Kone. Go on, have a long shot. Oh, I tell you what. It was a decent effort. Good save by the keeper. But unfortunately, it didn't hit the back of the net. And here come Kiev now on the attack again with Guerrero. Oh, he's done well there to bypass Yusuf. Sami Zayn's going to have to come out here. Guerrero has actually half the deficit. Bloody hell, I can't even speak English anymore. It's a good finish. It's a good goal. And this game has just become a little bit more interesting. I bloody hate these POV cameras. Honestly, the other day, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Mark Goldbridge. He was talking about playing... It was Goldbridge. He was talking about playing this game and how the POV camera actually gives him motion sickness. Honestly, I get where you're coming from, Mark. It is... I really don't like them. They were a good idea on paper, but their execution has been absolutely terrible. But the execution of that shot wasn't too bad. Esteban Lepal! Oh, his first real opportunity of the game. Didn't really get an awful lot of power behind it. Still was too hot to handle for the keeper. And Kiev have it now again. Oh, God. If we drop points here, I will be absolutely fuming. Oh, my God. Please be offside. He's onside. Thankfully, though, it's a terrible cross, but it's a terrible clearance as well. Oh, Kiev are in here. I don't believe it. Sami Zayn with the save. What is going on? Well, I tell you what, if I didn't have such a sore throat, I'd be getting very angry right now. I'm going to bring on Summers just because Fofana's a little bit tired. Lenny Yoro's looking a wee bit knackered as well. We'll bring on Diabate. And you know what? This is the whole reason we brought in Gesant. So that if Lepal was having a quiet game, we had somebody with a bit more quality than Tosin, who we previously had, to come off the bench. So we'll make these changes here. And let's hope that they can make an impact after coming on. And yes, the pun was very much intended there. I thought I'd make that pun a lot more during this series. Of course, Montreal used to be called Montreal Impact. And I still call them Montreal Impact a lot. I always thought that was kind of a cool thing. Cool name for a team, I mean. Montreal Impact. I know they still like to use Impact as a nickname, but I actually liked it as the name of the club. Here's GSP. Oh, bloody hell. Not a great shot there from George. Not very impressed with his performance. 20 minutes left. 2-1. And no offence to Kiev, but this was supposed to be the easiest game of the league phase. We have a lot of tough teams. Liverpool, City, you know, even Mönchengladbach. Bilbao won't be easy. So, oh no. No, you got to be taking the mick here. You have got to be taking the piss. Oh my God, it's 2-2. How have we let this happen? Sami Zayn, I had to rush him out there, makes the save. Falls right back to the feet of Guerrero, and it's 2-2. Oh, lads. Come on now. We cannot be dropping points in this game. Here's CDK. Gessan. Oh, it's another debut goal in Europe. Bloody hell, I tell you what, it's a good thing we brought him off the bench. Lepal wasn't really doing too much. Gessan's first touch of the ball has ended up in the back of the net. Good to see Lepal cheering him on there on the bench. But I tell you what, I'm a little bit annoyed right now. Fair enough, we're back in front. But to be 2-0 up against a team like Kiev at home, And then to concede 2 goals, 2 very avoidable goals as well. And it looks like we're going to have to try and sneak the victory here. Well, not sneak the victory, we've literally just taken the lead, but we will have snuck the victory if it does end like this. I'm a little bit alarmed about this now, to be honest with you. That is not how I was expecting this game to go. I'm going to blame being sick. There we go. Just going to get the excuses out there early. It's because I'm ill, lads. Just said I'd try and get that sympathy in there as well. And that's going to go out for a throw-in. Okay, let's make another change. Kone is a little bit tired. Let's bring on Siddiqui. And you know what? I kind of want to bring on this guy, Van Dam. How tall is he again? He's like 6'6" or something. I think I'd say, yeah, he's 6'6". He's got some decent stats there as well. Signed him on a free contract. As a free agent, I should say, last season. Never really used him. Put him on the bench here. With some of the suspensions we had to our other centre-backs. So let's bring him off the bench as Siddiqui comes off the bench. And the first thing he does is lose the bloody ball. Oh my god, what a ball that was. No fucking way. You have got to be fucking joking. Oh my god, it's 3-3. It's 3-3 here against Dynamo Kiev. They're celebrating like they've just bloody won the Champions League. Sorry, Diabate looked like he had never ran a day in his life there. Oh, for God's sake. Well, so much for sneaking the victory. It looks like they've snuck a point here. 3-3. Against, as I said, the so-called easiest team we're supposed to come up against. Oh, I was looking for another basketball game there. Oh, 2 added minutes. It ain't looking good. Summers loses it, but GSP will gather it up. CDK! CDK! Oh, I thought he overplayed it for a second, but we do sneak it in the last minute. Never a dull moment. Gessan gets his second goal off the bench, and it does ensure that we get a victory here against Dynamo Kiev in the opening game of the Champions League league phase, I should say. I'm just going to say group stage, it's easier to say. But bloody hell, it was far from easy. We very nearly bottled it. Oh my god. Well, this was far more stressful than it needed to be. It's a great moment for our new striker. But I tell you what, that is a little bit concerning to think that we've actually struggled against a team that I don't expect to finish any higher than the bottom 3 in this league phase. It's time to go on the road in Europe for the first time this season. Borussia Mönchengladbach, who we did actually play last season in the Champions League as well, as far as I remember. But something I do remember perfectly is that we did sign Kone from them. And Mönchengladbach didn't have a great time in the Champions League. They were knocked out in the league phase. They didn't even get a playoff. They came like 32nd or something, so not a very good display from them. But they are second in the table after the first game. They did beat Dinamo Zagreb away from home, so they beat a team that they were expected to beat quite comfortably, whereas we struggled a bit against a team that you would have expected us to put a few past. But I was slimming through the calendar here. We did just beat PSG, although annoyingly Kevin Owens got sent off again. He really has taken his WWE personality into this career mode, hasn't he? But anyways, thankfully the suspension doesn't affect him in Europe. It's only domestic, which of course, listen, we've already won the league title. As much as I want to win it again, this is the one I have my eye on. The Champions League. We got off to a bit of a rocky start, despite the fact that we got the 3 points. Can we get a more comfortable victory here in Germany? Let's wait and see. Here's Lenny Yoro, who, despite the fact is only 83 rated. I say only 83 rated, but what I mean by only is he just plays like somebody so much higher rated. So he does. Kone against his old team. Oh, he's come back to haunt them. You know what? He's going to show some respect. He had a great time here in Mönchengladbach, but he has come back to show them exactly what they are missing. What a hit that was from our new midfielder. I say new. We signed him back in January. He rifled that one into the top corner. Keeper got nowhere near it, but he shows a bit of respect. He's a classy guy, Kone. And that was a class finish. Mönchengladbach 0, Montreal 1. Get in there. And it had to be him, really, didn't it? Honestly, he has been absolutely fantastic. Sanchez, who we sold before signing Kone, I was a little bit sad to see him go. But honestly, we upgraded so much. And I'm really, really happy that we did so. Here's Esteban Lepal. Didn't score in the Kiev game, and he hasn't scored here either. Somehow misses the target. God, has that new signing of Gesan put some pressure on Esteban Lepal? He's been such a great player for us in this series. Honestly, he's one of these players I really don't want to sell. And I'm not saying that I will sell him, but I feel like if we don't win the Champions League this season, and if he doesn't kick into form, it is a conversation that we might need to have. But hopefully, it won't come to that. But here come Mönchengladbach now. Good interception there. Again, though, I'm not going to take them lightly. It's not that I was taking Kiev lightly. I just think when you compare them to some of the other opponents that we have, it just felt like a game that we should have won quite comfortably. Here's CDK now. Oh, he's unlucky there. Oh, Kone does well to win it back, but it was too heavy a touch. And here come Mönchengladbach now. Gudmundsson. Ezalulu. Ezazuli. I'm focusing way too much on how to say that guy's name. I committed to it. It sounded wrong. Then I distracted myself and very nearly let him deliver in a good cross, because they have updated the game recently, and apparently heading is a lot better than what it used to be. What the hell was I doing there? Okay. I know I used my illness as a bit of an excuse, but I think now I'm just getting a bit too distracted. Giving away the ball too much. Chatelain gave it away when he could have kept going and created another opportunity. But we have it here again with Lepal. GSP, go on, make that run, lad. Great ball over the top. Defender did well to read it, though. Passed away. Here's Stoger. Here's Sander. Back out to this winger, who I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name yet again. Oh, that's a good ball. Kevin Owens, though, does really well, though. It's annoying that he got sent off in that PSG game, but thankfully it didn't actually affect us too much. It was 3-1 in the end. And he got sent off in the first half, so it was kind of interesting to see that we actually kicked on after he got sent off, which is weird, but still. I'll tell you what's not weird, though. So annoying when you have the perfect bit of commentary lined up in your head, and something like that has to happen. I was going to say what's not weird is seeing George St. Pierre get involved in the goal scoring, but unfortunately he did blast it wide. Oh, that's really frustrating. I don't want to have to rue these missed opportunities. Kone scored a brilliant goal to give us the lead, but we need to try and capitalise on that momentum and add to that tally, because I feel like Mönchengladbach will be that type of team where they get one opportunity, they'll take it, and the whole game could flip on its head. But here's Chatelain going on a decent run here. Excuse me. What a time that was to burp. Plays it over to CDK, who plays it back to him, and he loses it. I tell you what, if we end up doing another season, I feel like the right midfield position is something I might need to look at improving. Lepal, CDK, go on, lad. Oh, for God's sake, how have you missed that? Oh, both our number 10s missing golden opportunities to double our advantage. How has he not even hit the target from there? Oh, my God. We are winning, but honestly, we should be winning by a lot more. Will we get one more chance here, though? GSP? No, we won't, because he misplaces the pass. And the half-time whistle blows here in Mönchengladbach. 1-0 up, but we should be winning by a lot more. I tell you what, lads, some of these teams have been tougher than I thought. Mönchengladbach, whilst I expected them to give us a decent game, I thought we'd be winning a lot more comfortably. But to be fair, I think that's more down to some wasted opportunities as opposed to the opposition playing really well. Esteban Lepal, gets the shot on target, but it goes out for a corner. Good save by the keeper. Right, Kone will take this against his old team. Let's see, have headers gotten any better? Lenny Yoro! Oh, I tell you what! Maybe they have. The keeper made the save, but it was a really good header by Lenny Yoro. I might put CDK on this one. Let's see, can we finally score a clean goal from a header? Oh, it's off the line! Off the bloody line! Lenny Yoro again! Right, I'm going to keep Kone on this one. I'm going to keep whipping it in. Come on, will third time be the charm? No, it won't. Misses the target that time, unfortunately, Lenny Yoro. I tell you what, lads, we have had so much trouble with headers this season, and it's typical that right towards the end of this game's life cycle, oh, now let's make the headers somewhat better than what they used to be. Unbelievable, EA. Honestly, it's still hard to believe that we are coming towards the end of FC25. I know I got a little bit emotional at the end of Season 3, but I'm really looking forward to FC26. I've got 3 very exciting career modes coming up, lads. So stay tuned to the channel to find out more about them. Probably hit that a bit too soon there with GSP. Just like last year, jeez, nearly lost my voice there. Just like last year, I will be doing a video announcing the 3 teams. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up sooner rather than later, I'll tell you that. And yeah, 3 very exciting saves. And 3 saves that'll be, you know, will all be unique in their own way. I'll put it to you this way. One is a fairly standard career mode, but with a very interesting team who will be going into a new era. The second team is going to be where things are a little bit more, not a little bit, I'm going to say it. It's going to get batshit crazy. That's the way I'll put it. And the last one is something that's quite close to home. And there'll be a different stipulation for every season. So there you go. There's a little teaser for the 3 career modes coming up as Esteban Lepal has his shot blocked. God, this has been a very dull second half, hasn't it? Oh, I tell you what, just as I say that, I've jinxed it. I've bloody jinxed it, haven't I? Oh, Kanate gives away the free kick. I tell you what, I might have to take him off as well. He's looking a little bit leggy out there. Him and Yoro both are. I'll bring on Yusuf. I'll keep Yoro on for now. Let's bring on Le Marchal as well. Again, I might be mispronouncing his name, but whatever. I know he's an attacking midfielder, but kind of want to give him a go on the left. As they're bringing on Schick. So, they've got some quality that they've brought off the bench. And we'll make our changes now. And hopefully see out this result. First, we need to defend this free kick. Why is it not letting me switch player? God, Lenny Yoro just about getting back there. Wouldn't let me switch to him there for a second. And they shot it exactly to where he was at. His GSP. Go on, George. The captain going on a great run here. Esteban Lepal finally puts it in the back of the net. Doubles our advantage here with 20 minutes to go. He scores his first European goal of the season. And we are 2-0 up here in Germany. Oh, God, I was getting really frustrated here, I won't lie. Felt like we should have been winning this game a lot more comfortably than we were, for a lot longer than we were. But Lepal has put the ball in the back of the net now, a GSP assist, those two linking up, just like they did so much in Season 3, and Season 2 as well, to be fair. And we are 2-0 up here in Germany. Lovely stuff. I think, you know what, I might make another change as well. I will take off Lenny Yoro now, because bloody hell, he is absolutely knackered. Giga only has 2-star weak foot, so we'll swap these guys around. May as well freshen things up a bit. Save ourselves from any injury or fatigue, especially now that Kevin Owens has a domestic suspension. And when I am simming the games, I am trying to keep that in mind with rotation. Lepal opens up his Champions League account this season, and we hopefully will be getting our second victory in the Champions League this season. Again, I'm trying to switch to Giga there, and it won't let me do it. Thankfully, he did still get there in the end. Oh, I was going to say, can we go on the break now and add a third? Not yet. Schick again, up against Kevin Owens. Oh, Kevin Owens is not having a great season at the moment. I am so sick to bloody death of conceding those goals. Honest to God. Patrick Schick makes it 2-1, so we still won't have a clean sheet in the Champions League. I really am, lads. I know we say fish and chipped or whatever. I mean, Kevin Owens, I don't know what he's doing there. We bring out the goalkeeper, but they do it perfectly every bloody time. I'm not watching that again. Bloody hell, I nearly stopped the recording there by accident. Got so mad. Oh, 2-1, and just when it looked like we were sailing towards a victory on the road, now it becomes a lot more intense in these final 10 minutes or so. Oh, Paul tried to play it through for CDK, but he couldn't find him. Just take him out, Kevin. Oh, you've got to be joking me. You've got to be joking me. Well done, Giga. Bloody hell. He did really well to catch up with Patrick Schick there. Took the sting out of the shot as well. Why have things just gotten so much more difficult? Genuinely. We flew through the Champions League group phase last year. This year it's become a lot more difficult. Kone! Ah, beats the post. Just beats the post there against his old team. Toblake falls to his knees. Just to freshen things up, I might make a change. I'm not taking him off just because he missed that chance. Just feel like we'll need that little bit of extra energy. Kevin Owens is knackered as well, but we don't really have another centre-back to bring on. You know what, I'm going to bring on Mercier. And I'll put CDK on the right. No, I won't. He gets a -1 there. We'll just leave Mercier there. I could have brought on Davies, but Mercier is just a little bit better on the ball. There's only a minute left, I know. But just in case we hit them on the break, I'd like to have some fresh legs in there. That's super frustrating, though, because we should have won this game really comfortably, considering the amount of chances we had. Yusuf does really well to intercept. 3 added minutes. Paul, CDK has wrapped it up. 3-1. That will do it. As I said, lads, the start of this Champions League campaign has been a little bit tougher than anticipated. But we have gotten the job done here now. They won't have time to score 2 goals here in added time. Oh, relief really more than anything. Paul with a goal and an assist now. CDK with the finish. But it's a good thing we didn't move him to the right-hand side of the midfield. We kept him in that number 10 role. And he's gotten what should be the winner now. 3-1 here. Oh, God. Relief. That's all I can say. It's sheer relief. Mönchengladbach will kick things off. I tell you what, Schick did make a difference for them after coming off the bench. He got the goal. And he just felt a lot more difficult to come up against than the other striker who was on the pitch. I can't even remember who that was now. But whatever, it doesn't matter. We get the win here. 2 wins from 2 in the Champions League. But they have been anything but straightforward. Despite the tough start, we are actually top of the table after 2 games. I think that Kiev game just got the better of me. 4 goals conceded in the opening 2 games is not ideal, but 7 scored. I tell you what, that ain't too shabby. Liverpool and Man City level on points with us. Of course, we have to play both of those teams in the league phase, so the games are only going to get tougher, lads. If we thought it was tough now, it ain't getting any easier, but still, I am more than up for the challenge. But anyways, lads, that will do it for this episode of the Montreal Career Mode. Again, apologies if I sound a little bit out of it, I suppose, for lack of a better term. Haven't been feeling great the last couple of days, but hopefully will feel a bit better for tomorrow's episode. If you did enjoy the episode, however, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, lads. We are getting closer and closer to 600 subscribers. Would love to hit that milestone before FC26 comes out. Some very exciting content coming up for FC26 as well. So if you do subscribe, I promise you will not be disappointed. Au revoir and take care.